Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, thank you for tuning in. And yeah, so over here we talk about fashion and we talk about photography. And on today, we're going to be talking about photography because you know it's the new year. It's a new year. It's my first video on photography for 2024. So what better way to do that than to talk about getting those updated new headshots. So I'm going to take you behind the scenes on how I take my own headshots. All right, so stay tuned. And welcome back. Yes, so as I said, today we're going to be talking about how I take my own headshots because I need some updated imagery for my website and social medias and all of that. So I'm gonna just take you behind the scenes and show you how I do that. And first, let's talk a little bit about headshots and what are headshots. Now, different photographers will tell you that headshots could be an array of things, but for me, a headshot, a traditional, because that's the key word there, is traditional. Now, a traditional headshot is from your collarbone up, okay? So this is the only thing you're seeing here. That's it. That's it. Okay? And then you have your like from shoulder up. All right, that's it. That's all you're seeing. And then you may have like chest. So you're like mid chest, right? Up. That's it for your traditional headshots. And then that varies also because if you are doing beauty work or a model type, you know, if you need a model card or something like that, then you may have to be a little closer. And so that, you know, that could be totally different. You could only have like maybe from here up. So all of this is just captured as far as the headshot is concerned. But anyway, so, but for me, I do all of that. I do a collarbone, shoulder, chest, and then I'll sneak in maybe like some waist length shots. And very seldom will I do a full body shot as far as a headshot is concerned. But if I'm feeling a little, you know, generous, I'll do a full body shot and maybe just call it, you know, it's just a portrait. At that point, when you're getting into like waist up and then like full body or even cutting off at the thighs and doing thigh up or right above the knee up, you're getting into portraiture. At that point, it's no longer a headshot. It's more than likely a portrait. Yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about today. And we're going to get right into it. And I'm going to do a little voiceover so you can see what I'm talking about and how I set things up. So let's get into it. Let's jump right into it. All right, so the very first thing that I do is actually, if you can see it in this shot, is the background. So the background there that you're seeing is paper. It's a paper rollout of, I think that it's called, I've posted, if I remember, the color of the paper, because this is, the color here is off. But the color of the paper is like a gray. It's like a dark gray or a smoke color gray. And for me, my recommendation for doing headshots would be somewhat of a neutral type of background, but it just really depends on your client and you know, if you're doing your own headshots, what their purpose is going to be to use the pictures for. So definitely know your client and know what you're going to be using the pictures for, and that will help determine, you know, what kind of backdrop that you're going to need if you're going to be in a studio or in an enclosed setting and not outside. So this thing right here, this eyelighter, get it, okay? Run out and get it, especially if you are doing a lot a lot of portrait work, headshot, studio type of work. Get this eyeliner. It makes so much of a difference in your photos. The quality of your photos just, so good. Okay, so this is what I'm doing here. I'm just setting up the eyeliner, and of course I got it from Amazon. Of course. And here you just attach it to a regular just stand, photography stand that you can probably get from Amazon or anywhere. It's a light stand, just any type of stand, it goes on. So yeah, so that is the eyeliner. It's pretty big, okay? I keep it together because it's bulky. That's the con of this, is that it's bulky. So you might want to just leave it up somewhere and that'll be it, and not transport it to some other place. So that is the eyeliner that I use. I'll put the name of the eyeliner up so you can search for it if you wanted to or anything like that. And here I'm just trying it out, the different poses, and it's huge. Like I said, it's a huge piece of equipment. I'm going to show is the 8200. It's a Godox. It has a secondary light, as a hair light, a rim light, or I'll use it to shine it on the backdrop so that the backdrop is lit up a little bit. And yeah, it's a Godox, like I said. And the thing that I was showing before is just an attachment that you can attach to the front of the light, and it comes with a lot of attachments on it. So those are called barn doors, where you can just direct the light to wherever you want it to go. And yeah, so my key light. Now your key light is your main light, the main light that you're going to be lighting the subject with. And I use, like I said, I use the Flashpoint 300. I think it's 80. I'll put the name up so you can see the exact equipment that I use. And here I also use for my, for my key light, I use the Flashpoint 300 Pro. And for my modifier, now we can get into that too in another video, but for my modifier, I use this Celens, I think that's how you say it, but this Celens umbrella is a reflective umbrella, with silver umbrella. It has silver on the inside, and it's 65 inches. I absolutely love this umbrella. It was not expensive at all. Got it from Amazon some years ago. I'll link it if it's still available. I don't think it is, but I will link it or try to link something similar to it. But the 65 inch, it's huge, it's big, but I love the light that it gives. So, yes, definitely recommend. I use a diffuser. I can't think of the name. I use a diffuser on it, a white diffuser, and it just diffuses the light even more. So I am using a remote to take these pictures with because I was doing them by myself to start off. And normally I do shoot my own content. Well, sometimes I do. I shoot my own video, which I'm doing now, but I also shoot my own headshots. So here I have a remote. As you can see, it's kind of on the camera, on the left side there. And I have the remote in my hand, and then the receiver is on the camera, of course, so it can receive it and fire when it needs to. So yeah, I set the timer for a couple of seconds so I can, take the picture. I can definitely take the picture. And so what I also do is tether. So tethering is actually you are hooking your camera up to your laptop or your computer so that you can actually see what it is that you're capturing. Yeah, this is the setup that I use. I use it for myself. I use it for pretty much all of my clients. We use the same setup. I use a key light. I might or I might not use a second light for like a rim light or hair light. I may use a light on the backdrop. That's all I'm going to share at the moment. And yeah, go ahead and get your headshots in for the new year. Update your portfolios, update your business, update your social medias, update all that stuff with some new pictures. Yeah, some new pictures, some professional pictures, and not AI. We're not gonna talk about those AI generated headshots. We are not gonna do that. No. Yeah, this is my setup for how I take headshots for clients and for myself. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in, and I hope your new year is starting off on the right foot, and I hope that this new year will bring you all that your heart desires. Okay? All right, I thank you all so much again for tuning in. All my new subscribers, my old subscribers, everyone that's just watching, go ahead, click the subscribe button. Come on and join us. Okay? All right, until next time. Bye-bye.